Dean McDermott admitted to the suffering he caused over the years this week. Breaking his silence, Dean discussed how substance misuse took control of his life. This was his first public speech since he announced the dissolution of his marriage to Tori Spelling in June. And how it destroyed his union. From the fairytale beginning to how he felt like roommates after Tori allowed more pets to sleep in the master bedroom, he had a lot to say about marriage. Furthermore, Dean acknowledged that his drunken outbursts are directed towards Tori and their kids, whom he hasn't seen since spring. In a lengthy interview published on Wednesday, Dean McDermott told the Daily Mail about how his 18-year marriage broke down. Due to his alcoholism and prescription medication addiction, Dean made a lot of their issues worse. In the interview, Dean said, "Tori's only ever done is want me to be happy and healthy. And I caused that woman a great deal of harm and suffering," he continued. Dean asserted, "I'm taking responsibility for that today. And it's the largest amends I will ever have to make." Of course, Dean eventually reached his lowest point. Him claimed that at that moment, Tori and him felt more like roommates than husbands. They were beset left and right by financial issues. It felt like there were paparazzi hiding everywhere. Dean remembered that he was in the depths of a depression at this point. He explained that as a result, he would get into angry outbursts driven by booze, leaving Tori and their kids feeling petrified. He would occasionally faint as well, which would make Tori anxious and make sure he was still breathing. This summer, Dean went to treatment and is now clean. However, it was too late to keep his marriage intact. After 18 years, he personally declared in June that his time as Tori's spouse was coming to an end. When he made that tragic news to the public, Dean acknowledged that he had been using drugs and alcohol excessively. Dean acknowledged that his marriage problems date back 5 years or more. It wasn't due to snoring or disparate temperature preferences in this instance. It was related to Tori allowing animals to slumber in their room. Pigs and chickens among their pets. He loved Tori, but he didn't like being in the uncomfortable position of feeling like Mr. Tori Spelling. It was difficult to feel like housemates with her. Things were made much worse by the horror he decided to put upon his family by losing control of himself and flying into fits of wrath. There were moments when Dean's depression got so bad that he had thoughts of suicide. Dean also brought up their financial difficulties. He claims that Candy never assisted them as a couple and that he has never had a relationship of any type with his mother-in-law. That being said, it's hardly shocking.